Hello everyone, my name is Deepak. Today I am going to cover VPN, which is very interesting topic and very much demand in the industry. So let's start without further delay. Very first, VPN, which is stand for the Virtual Private Network. It provides a secure tunnel over the unsecured network like a internet. Basically, today as we all are working from home, most of us working from home, and our organization wants that all the employees, those working from home, they can securely access office or production network. For that as well, we are using the VPN. So let's get into it. And where what is the use case of the VPN? Suppose you are having a one big organization which headquarter is in Delhi, and other branches are present in different cities in the country like Bangalore or Hyderabad. Now your requirement is that all the branches can easily access the headquarter reside servers in secure way. So this is the secure way. Okay. To resolve this issue, we have a old option, which is we can pull a lease line, but it is very costly and hard to maintain. It's require more engineers, to monitoring and always ready to maintain the link if that goes down. So they can go and fix the problem. But it is now been old. Now we are come up with to resolve this issue, we come up with the VPN solution. So in VPN, what we are doing, we are not pulling any lease line between the branches, but instead of that we are using the ISP, and we are taking the help of ISP and configuring the VPN in a end devices or in a edge routers, then form a secure tunnel over the untrusted network, which provide an experience that all the branches are connected directly. So once we built VPN, it seems it give us the experience of like both the branches are connected directly. There are two very common VPNs, which are IPsec VPN and second is SSL VPN. So IPsec VPN, also known as a gateway to gateway VPN, because this make connection, secure connection between the two edge routers. Suppose this is my Delhi and this is my Bangalore branch. So if we want all the Delhi users, employees can easily access the data which are stored in a Bangalore servers, we can use IPsec VPN between them. So this VPN will be built between the edge routers. And second is the SSL VPN. This VPN is built between the user and the servers. So uh, this way we will be see in further how we can configure it, how can we achieve this setup. Okay, that we will see in ahead. So IPsec more in detail, like it is a secure tunnel established between two gateways. It provide full access of organization network over the public network, provide experience like user sitting inside the organization. To use it, need to install and configure the client agent software in each client system, which sometimes make it bit complicated for the remote user. So this is the one disadvantage of IPsec. Like we need to configure the agent client agent software in each system, which sometimes make it complicated. To access IPsec VPN, user need to put the password. Additionally, to make it more secure, they can use a MFA, multi-factor authentication setups, which will send the OTP in a user mobile, and that will be only known to the user. So this is how we can make IPsec more secure. What are the features provided by the IPsec? Very first is the confidentiality. So in confidentiality is nothing but it is the technique which convert your plain text data into a cipher using a algorithm, like we have dash 3 3 dash and AES. So DES means data encryption standard, and AES where it means is advanced encryption standard. What do you mean by the integrity? So integrity means protecting data to get altered while it's sending over the medium. So using the hash algorithm MD5 or SHA, sender send the hash value which also being calculated on other end. If value match means packet is original, no one has changed anything. But suppose if we get a different value in a recipient end, if after calculating that once the packet receive on recipient end, if in receiver end it's calculate the uh, value, if it differ than the sender value, then that packet will be discarded. That will not be uh, considered as a original. Okay, so this that is the meaning of integrity, means originality of the data. Third, we are getting the authentication. Authentication can be done by using a digital certificates or digital signature or pre-shared key, means a password. Fourth benefit which you are getting over the using the IPsec VPN, that is anti-replay protect. It checks that all the packets are received in right sequence or not. If there is any man in the middle who sniffs the packet and replace it with a fake packet with the same sequence number, so when this fake packet received on other end, means recipient end, it will check the sequence number. If that sequence number is already received, then receiver will simply discard that fake packet. So this is how anti-replay protection works. This protection is provided by both h and esp protocol. And second definition for this anti-replay, that is, even if the packet is encrypted and authenticated, an attacker could try to capture these packets and send them again by using the sequence number, same sequence number. So IPsec will not transmit it any duplicate packets. Okay, so this is the second definition. And what is DH? It's a Diffie-Hellman group. It's nothing but the strength of the key. So whenever we are using the longer key, it means that is more secure. But there is some drawbacks of using a longer key, because a longer key takes time to compute. Okay, so the Diffie-Hellman group determines the strength of the key that is used in key exchange process. The higher group number is are more secure but take longer to compute. Now, let's talk about the different mode of IPsec. There are actually two modes used in IPsec. First is tunnel mode, and second is transport mode. Tunnel mode is a mode which is in this mode, it encrypts the IP header and payloads. Additionally, add the new IP header, include the next gateway IP to hide the actual destination address. When packet reaches to next gateway router, it removes the newly added IP header field from the packet and send the packet to its original destination address. So what does this saying? Like in tunnel mode, just because our maybe original server or the server is sitting behind the public IP. So as we all know, public IP we cannot means directly reach to that server. We that need to be netted. So in that scenario, we use this tunnel mode. So in that case, our original IP will be kept inside, and it will use the new header. Okay, which will help. This new header is nothing but the next gateway IP address. Okay, and it will so when this packet reach to the uh, next gateway router, that next gateway router will remove this new header and it will send that packet to the original server IP address. And we will see the practical on it that will make more clarity on it. Second is the transport mode. In this mode, only the payload gets encrypted. This mode is used for use end user to end user system. Works on fourth layer. So earlier this tunnel mode was working in third layer, and transport mode is working in a transport layer. Okay. And here the IKE is known as a internet key exchange in the protocol, which helps to form a IPsec tunnel between the two routers. IPsec tunnel form in two phases, which we have already discussed, like IKE phase 1 and phase 2. So in IKE phase 1, in phase 1, two peers negotiate about the encryption, authentication, hashing, and other parameters to requires to form tunnel. When ISACamp, Internet Security Association, and Key Management Protocol established, also it also known as the ISACamp tunnel or the IKE phase 1 tunnel. This tunnel is used for management traffic and for keep alive messages. But this first tunnel is not enough to send actual data securely over the network. For that, we need to create another tunnel, which is IK phase 2. And this is also known as a IPsec tunnel, from which actual data packet travels. And IKE only provides the secure tunnel but cannot provide the data encryption and authentication. For this, we need to use other protocols called AH or ESP. So, as we understand, IKE is for only creating the tunnel, but for data encryption and authentication, we require additional, we need help of additional protocols, which is AH and ESP. So in AH, which is authentication header, and ESP, encapsulating security payload. So both protocol provides the authentication and integrity, but only ESP provide the encryption. Okay. So it will the final tunnel will be look like this. The IKE, the outer layer tunnel, and then after it we make a new second tunnel, which is IPsec tunnel, from which the actual data will be flow. How the packets look like, if we talk about authentication. So in authentication, the complete protocol will authenticate complete packet. Okay, if you see, even if it is a transport mode or it's a tunnel mode, it will authenticate complete packet. But if we talk about ESP will authenticate few fields, but it not means complete, it won't uh, authenticate complete packet, and it's encrypt the data from TCP header to ESP tailor. Okay. And in tunnel mode, like as we know, in tunnel mode, one header added the new header which contain the new IP address, and actual IP address is kept inside, which will also get encrypted. Okay. And it will authenticate from ESP header to ESP tailor. This only. So we have seen both AH and ESP. There are some benefits of AH, like it authenticate complete packet, but it's not providing us any encryption. And in ESP, it providing encryption but not completely authentication. So to resolve this problem, we come up with combination of AH and ESP. So by using the combination, you can see here, now we are getting the we are having encryption plus complete packet authentication. So this is how we are resolving it. And this is the last slide of this presentation. I hope you get some idea, like different terminologies and means overall overview of IPsec tunneling. In a next lecture, I will configure and show you how it works, how we configure it. Okay. Thank you so much.